Good girl. Good girl. There you go, sweetheart. Good girl. Hi, my name is Sydney Aarons. I'm a professional dog trainer, accredited with the National Dog Trainers Federation. And this week we'll be teaching you how to teach your dog how to wave. We've got my young dog here, Star. She's a Belgian Malinois. She's 14 months old. We're using a table again as we used in past episodes. I like the table because you get to elevate the dog a little bit. They feel a little bit strong when you're around. And also it's much easier, especially if you've got a physical disability. So what we'll do is, there's the three main stages to teaching a wave. Okay, generally I like to start with the dog in a drop. So I'll put her into a drop. She's a very pawry dog anyway. So I'll just put her into a drop. Klutz. Good girl. So the first stage is, as you can see, is the dog to paw your hand. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Okay, a lot of poodles, yes. Are very pawry dogs, things like that. Spaniels, yes. Good girl. Yes, good girl. And once she's doing it nice and strong, like Star's doing it now, but like I said, she's a very pawry sort of dog. She paws at me for a lot of different things. Okay, so I'll put her up into a sit, okay, because she's pawing at me nice strong in the drop. Yes. Okay, she's going to start pawing at me now in the sit. And once I get her, yes, good girl. And she's doing it nice. If your dog's doing it nice and strong while she's in a drop, okay, she'll do it in the sit as well. So making sure you got your thumb over the food like we've done previously. So every time she paws at my hand, yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. So she can smell the food, she can taste the food, but she doesn't get it, yes, until she paws at me, okay? This is a targeting technique, as I've said before. Yes, good girl. Yes. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Alright. Alright, so the next stage is, we've had the hand up this way, giving the food to the dog. We actually want to turn the hand over now so we can actually start to wave to the dog. This is the end goal. Okay, so getting the dog back up into a sit. Come on, Star. Sit. Good girl. Yes. Alright. So having food in your hand, show the food to the dog. Okay, your hand that way. Okay, let her sniff at it. She knows it's there. Yes. Good girl. Start, sit. Sit. Good girl. Okay, so we're starting that waving motion. So keep it about chest height. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Okay, she's actually getting it in. Yes, good girl. Okay, she's doing it nice and strong now. She's doing it consistently. It's exactly what we want. Okay, so show the food to her again. Get her attention back on the hand that you're using. Okay, and start to wave at her. Remember, chest height? Yes. Good girl. It's just a slight wave. It's not an over-exaggerated wave. Start here. Yes, good girl. And as you can see, the wave is starting to develop now. She's standing, but that doesn't really matter. She's doing the behaviour that we want. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. And as you can see, she is starting to wave now. Start. Come on. Yes. Good girl. Okay, she's doing that nice and strong now. So I'm actually going to start moving my hand away a little bit so she can't actually touch it. We'll see how she goes, that one. The hand's coming up. The paws coming up. Yes, good girl. Come on. Stop. Okay, show her the food again. Get her interest going. Yes, good girl. Stop. Show her the food again. She's lost her focus a little bit. That's fine. Yes, good girl. That's my girl. She's a clever girl, aren't she? Okay. Doing it again. Come on. Show her the food again. She's lost a bit of interest. Yes. Good girl. Okay. Now if you go forward, if she starts losing, if your dog starts losing what you're trying to teach her, take her back a couple of steps. It never hurts. Make sure your dog's clear on what you want from it. So again. Yes. Good girl. We got any more of that left? Just get my food lady to bring me some more food. Thank you, Anna. Okay, and as we found out, Star actually got a little bit bored of the liver, so we've actually changed to lamb and sausage. A little bit more messy, but to achieve the exercise that you want, that's fine, use it. Yes, good girl. Okay, she's doing it by herself now, which is great. Wave. Yes, good girl. Okay, she's doing that nice and strong now. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to start moving my hand away, so now I've got the wave, okay. So Star. Yes, good girl. Star. Oi. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Every time you say yes, you don't have to feed them. Okay. They'll work a little bit harder. Yes. Good girl. To get it. Okay, as you can see, it is turning into the wave. Unfortunately, we're restricted for time and Star's running out of concentration span. So it's best to do this over a few days. I've seen dogs actually take a few weeks to get this done, which is fine. No big deal. So where to go to next is just keep extending the wave, moving and moving it further and further away. We're actually having a dog sitting in front of you on the ground doing it just there. And just keep the repetitions going, keep it light, keep it positive, keep it fun for the dog. And remember to keep the command going when you actually start waving at the dog, say wave. Remember your marker and your bridge, which is the yes, and your bridge is the food, which reinforces and strengthens the behaviour. So that's it for this week. If you'd like to contact me or get some more information, you can get me through houndtv.com/dog training. We'll see you all again next week.